that shit was just fucking funny to me. Like, damn, like somebody really took the time out their day to really like, like screen grab this video and like really try to put it through filters and like I don't know what software they use. So whoever did it, damn good. they completely made it look different. But like, at the end of the day, I mean, Disney's one of those companies where, I mean, whether or not people really watch it, it's not really. People gonna watch it regardless. Whether they're gonna watch it to talk shit or they're gonna watch it to actually, enjoy it. So
the thing is right now, black imagery that's kid driven is making a lot of money when it's done on the big scale. You know what I'm saying? A lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So
we get 50.
Yeah, so it's just, if you put a black lead in front of a kid's film right now, or a hero film, or any kind of, you know what I'm saying, child-driven type of vehicle, you know what I'm saying? That shit is just making bank. You can look at, like, Disney got like 4 or 5 releases right now.
And ultimately, if it didn't make bank, they wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
It's not like they're,
Yeah.
progressive and, they want to be part of positive depictions in the media. They'll say that, but ultimately it's about the money.
They knew they was going to eat, yeah.
Yeah, call me crazy, but like, if you think about The Little Mermaid, like, compared to other Disney movies, you got Sebastian, him singing. So it's like, to me, it was a smart move, especially like, and I don't know if you heard the girl actually sing, but the girl can actually sing.
Oh yeah. Halle Bailey, she's official.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she's official, and she bad as hell. Telling you.
So it's just, like, to me, it worked, But at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like people just saying that because they said the same shit when like Jamie Foxx played in the Annie movie. You know what I mean?
I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The little Annie remake.
He was Daddy Warbucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
I forgot that little girl, what she was from. I can't remember what else she was from. It was some movie, but that shit. I mean, it was a good movie. Like you said, like shit is just working right. And if some shit is working, like shit is working. You can't be upset. Like,
yeah, can't knock the money.
Like Black Panther 2, that's just supposed to break records.
Mm-hmm. Everybody going to see Black Panther 2. The thing is, and the Latin joints is winning too. Like Encanto, that shit,
oh okay,
that shit just killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, telling you, like, man, that we don't talk about. Bruno was like #1 on the charts for like 4-5 weeks, 6-7 weeks, some shit.
What Disney owns a bunch of record labels, right? Or they own the radio stations, something like that.
They had a label.
They have an outlet
Yeah, they got a label.
for music, like vertically.
Yeah, they got a
integrated,
label.
yeah.
They used to sign rap acts back in the day, but they had different subsidiaries that would,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pick it up.
It wasn't directly Disney.
Nah.
Yeah, that was looking like we had a discussion about like Cash Money, Young Money, and like some people it was this younger dude, and I'm like, you can't tell me, like, I came up when they dropped the Young Money CD, so I was trying to explain to him that like with labels sometimes you have like the major label, and then you have like the the branches or the sub ones under that, and then even beyond that you have like groups or like acts signed to the label. But just because you're in that act, you know what I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean you get associated with other things, Like, for instance, we are, like, Young Money was a lot of people. It was Nicki, Dre, Tiger, Gutter, Lil Twist, Lil Chucky. It's like T Street, Chanel, you know what I mean? Mad motherfuckers was in Young Money. But Drake and Nicki were the only ones that, they had that shit outside of that, you know what I mean?
True.
Like, they were, they were part of the group, but they were also, like, a solo act. Like, Drake and Nicki were, like, directly, Cash Money still technically, too. But, like, all the other ones were just kind of, like, like, acts that made up the Young Money as a group. But like, you know, I just had to kind of like break it down to him because he was trying to tell me, you know, cash money is cash money, young money. It's all one thing. I was like, no, it's Cash Money is like, you know, the label under Universal, and then you have Young Money as the group under that. But you know, you can't tell people shit, especially when they're drunk.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, the industry, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way I thought it was set up when I was younger, and then it changed, you know, as I started getting older, and then it changed again, and changed again. And so now it's like we in like the rap matrix now, you know what I'm saying? Where like, what's a label, what's a production company, what's a subsidiary, what's a 50-50, a 90-10, you know what I'm saying? You don't know whose deal is what now and who's set up how, like.
There's so many deals to be done.
Yeah, man.
None of the data is centralized for music.
You can't.
You can.
Because everybody's fluffing the books.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Stifling the books.
That's why you can't. But
They fluffing and stifling. Like, damn, hold up, man.
Can't do both.
I'm telling you, man, they be doing it. You know what I'm saying? They might have a record that, you gotta think they have like these thresholds where if this record don't do these kind of numbers, then it might not open up certain incentives for that artist. You know what I'm saying? So they might just short it out and stop the promotion at a certain point so that it don't hit a certain marker, so that certain incentives don't open up for that artist. You know what I'm saying?
got them.
Yeah. It's a tricky game, man. Tricky game, man.
Yeah, and I'm glad we're actually talking about this because that brings me to, you know, the final thing I wanted to like talk about. So, and this is more geared towards you, Tap. You know what I mean? But still, you know, I'd love for your input as well.
Of course.
But like, what is a producer now to you? Because I feel like, you know, back in the day when you said you were a producer, you know, producer entitled to be like, you know, a lot of things. Whereas today, like, you know, a producer is just kind of the person that had like. I mean, a producer can be a lot of things as well as a producer. Like, you know, you could be an engineer, you know what I mean? You could be the mixing engineer, you could be the recording engineer, you know. But as a whole, like, what is a producer? Like, what is like if somebody tells you that they're a producer, what do you expect them to know?
A music producer?
Yeah.
All right, well, you got different kinds. You have a technical music producer who makes the beat, who makes the music to the song. You feel what I'm saying? That's the producer of the song. Is who make in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The producer is who makes the music to the song. You feel what I'm saying? Then you get to like in music in general, the producer is who just oversees the making of the song. You feel what I'm saying? So they just facilitating everything that's needed to make the song. You feel what I'm saying? So that's two different types of production, both being producers, but in different terms and in different senses. So you got Metro. Metro is sitting down at the FL studio producing the song for Future to get on it, go in the booth and perform on that record. You feel what I'm saying? So Metro's producing that record for Future. You feel what I'm saying? Then you have P. Diddy, where he's telling this guy what to do to make the beat. He's telling this guy how to play the bass on it. He's telling this guy he want him to play the keys on it. He's telling this person to write the hook to it. And he's telling that person to write the rhymes to it. You know what I'm saying? Then he's going to go do whatever he wants to do and come back in, and everybody should have their thing done, and it should sound pretty good. And whatever ain't right at the end, if it's only something light, he'll put a little extra spackle on the end and go on about his business. That's also producing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just getting the result. The person that knows how to get results, how to get to the end result, knows how to facilitate everything to get to the end result for the artist. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And I'd like to add, I'm not going to talk about what production is now, but like what production is going to be like in the future. The technology you were talking about, that turned the Halle Berry white, you know what I mean? I saw that on Twitter. It's called Stable Diffusion. And the thing now is that you can give it a prompt, like type out whatever you want, and it'll make an image for you. And I'm pretty sure it'll be able to do the same thing with music, right? So, what is a producer going to be in the future? Because all the work, that it takes to produce, like Tap was talking about, that can be fed into a computer, and it'll just do it automatically.
It is now.
Yeah, right. What's the plugin? What's the plugin called?
It's a bunch of them now.
Yeah.
It's Scalar. Unison. It's a Unison
So
plugin.
you're saying that you just I would give this thing a picture and tell it what I want it to do, and it would just.
You can give it pictures too. You can give it pictures. You can give it text prompts. You can run it like in a loop. So like the image that it generates, you can use that to generate a better image. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's cool. Super cool. But that's what's coming, where you're...
Sounds like the first step to AI to me.
Oh, yeah. It's like machine learning. Yeah.
They got plugins for mixing now.
Yeah, they got plugins for mixing now with AI in it that can help you mix tracks and shit. Compressors, EQs with AI learning. You hit it and set it, and then it'll learn your track and make a little template setting for you.
So the production of yesteryear, like sitting down at the MPC, that's gonna be over.
Hell no,
It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
That'll never be over.
Excuse me.
People gonna always want to put their hands on a machine. Like that'll never stop. People are always gonna want to feel. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be combinations of prompts.
Maybe for some melodies or something, but you can't AI good feel. You know what I'm saying? Can't AI good feel.
I mean, songs have you just feed it all the songs that have good feel. Easy peasy.
It don't work like that. It's gotta progress the feel.
I'll make a bet with you guys today. $5 bet. $5 bet. And you want to say 5 years? $5, 5 years? In 5 years, the majority of young producers aren't going to be sitting at Fruity Loops. They're not going to be sitting at the MPC. I think they're going to be writing prompts and feeding the algorithm music that they like in loops. You know what I mean? Or have like the machine produce the music and then feed that music back into the machine. I think it's coming. I think it's coming in the next 5 years.
Perhaps. I think more so you would just be able to hum a melody into something and just get fed accompaniment. I think that's probably the next step, is just being able to think of something that sounds good and hum it, and then whatever the bass accompaniment and the chord accompaniment that will go with that, the AI will probably just chain you together a nice chord progression or something with a nice bass line.
Yeah, because like for real, like what happens if it gets to the point where people aren't actually on the keys anymore? It's just like everything's gonna start sounding damn near the same. You know what I mean? After a while,
it does now.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine then? Like when you got a computer, it's like it's gonna change one instrument in a beat, new beat. It's the same beat 5 times. It's gonna sound a little bit different every time. Oh shit! Yeah. Man, he just showed me this video. This dude trying to be like in a dunk contest. It's like,
nigga, what?
I love soundboards.
That's funny. That's funny. But I don't know. Personally, me, someone who's trying to come up as like a producer, I just feel like because